Closing out the week here on Friday, this is the daily market summary on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, and I'm joined now by Curt Kimmel of agmarket.net. Curt, how did we trade in those grains here today to close out the week?
Oh, boring. It was really quiet all day long. Corn mixed on the day. Unchanged down a little in the front, a little strength in the back. Beans, new beans unchanged, old beans up 2. Wheat down 3 to 4. So whole bunch of nothing. It's scary quiet. Most producers are busy. Farmers, particularly here in the east, we've been a little drier, so we've been seeing some fairly good gains for the most part. On the weekly chart, corn was higher, soybeans was lower, and the wheat market was higher on the weekly chart. Soybean chart, kind of watch that new crop November, kind of got a little double top there, reversal down. Bean oil had a daily reversal down here this week on just, being overbought here and a little bit of technical correction, but just not a whole lot of new news. Headline news is kind of quiet. We'll be watching U.S.-China news. We'll be watching the Strait, closed, open, close, whatever. Then planning is the big thing right now. And the weather forecast, I think here locally in central Illinois, we're looking at about an inch of rain here on Monday.
We got that rainfall here in central Iowa last night. Rained very hard through parts of the state. And Curt, when you mentioned that about what we've seen out of the soy oil this week, having the correction to close out the week, did that also apply then to the soybeans? When that technical correction happened for soy oil, did soybeans follow suit?
Yeah, it did. It happened all at once there. Bean oil's been following crude a little bit, but the beans have been tagging along with the bean oil. And I think everybody went to the door at the same time. But, too, they've been buying bean oil and selling meal on the spread. So that spread flipped off. So I know we've got plenty of supplies of bean oil around, but the trade wants to have some on hand. It's one of those situations with the uncertainty around the world. Buyers want to have some inventory. Now, it's not like COVID when everybody went to stock up on toilet paper, but maybe the same.
Let's talk now about the other side of the ag marketplace in the livestock complex. Curt, how did cattle and hogs finish the week trading?
Cattle firm. We had a little correction, pull back down here. Cutouts box broke a little bit, but we bounced here closing out the week. Cash is still hanging in there. Overall, numbers remain tight. I still give the economists an F on trying to figure out the supply demand and consumer consumption on beef high prices. These high prices not scared anybody away. They're lined up to get cheeseburgers, and we're getting into the cookout featuring part of the year here. So overall demand stays strong. They're going to play the card. Overall demand is a little light just because the consumption is low. Well, we don't have the numbers or the pounds to sell like we did a year or two ago. So I think beef is going to hang in there. Pork's just kind of a follower. There's spread activity, buying cattle today, selling hogs on the spread. You're going to see that back and forth, but I'm excited about firing these grills up, Mark.
And to your point about, yes, consumers are seeing that high price in the grocery store for beef, but for the most part, they're still making those beef purchases. I'm going to be interested to see at the end of the grilling season, Curt, maybe if that shows up more in consumers buying just ground beef and opting for that a lot more often than in years past instead of some of those premium cuts.
Yeah, what type of ground beef? Watch real close, because if these primal cuts don't move, you're going to see some pretty good hamburger come at a good buy-in through here. So have that freezer ready to go. But overall consumption is going to be there. They might shy away from the higher price steaks, but it's going to be consumed. I think here locally, the ribeyes range anywhere from $16 to $25 a pound. Once in a while, we'll get a bone-in ribeye on sale for about $9 to $10 a pound, and I've been putting those in the freezer.
Curt's always on the ball when it comes to grilling season. We know that. Curt, what's the best way for our viewers to get in touch for more marketing information?
Here where we're at, 1-800-779-1515, or else go to agmarket.net, click on Intel. That's where the team puts together some great ideas to be looking at here as we go through the growing season.
Lots of great information at agmarket.net. Check it out. Curt, thanks so much for the time. Curt Kimmel of agmarket.net. And we'll speak again soon. Have a great weekend.
You bet. Take care.